Hello Stampin' friends, it's Ayana Johnston with another check this out Stampin' Up video tutorial to show you. Today I want to show you some new stamp sets that are going to be in the Occasions catalog coming out January 5th. I'm super excited. This card was made so quick and it's very simple and I can't wait to show you how I did this. So let's get started making this card. To make this card you're going to need two of the new stamp sets that are coming out in the Occasions catalog. The first one you're going to need is the Rose Wonder. And with the Rose Wonder, we're going to use this really large rose right here and this nice frame as well as this happy birthday sentiment over here. Then you're also going to need this beautiful Timeless Textures stamp set. And we're going to use this nice little stamp set down here below. For cardstock, you're going to need a sheet of Watermelon Wonder cut at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then you're going to need a sheet of Pool Party, and you're going to want to cut this at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Then you'll also need a sheet of Very Vanilla cut at 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. You'll need a scrap piece of that Pool Party too to cut out one of the frames. And then you're going to need a strip of this new Watermelon Wonder ribbon in the Occasions catalog. You need about 5.5 inches of that ribbon. We'll be using 3 stamp sets. We'll be using Watermelon Wonder, So Saffron, and Pool Party. And then you'll also want to have Dazzling Diamonds on hand to color that rose. So let's get started with stamping our image first. What I did first is I stamped the background in So Saffron with this nice Timeless Treasure stamp, but I created a quick mask. What I did is I used the framelit set, the Rose Garden Thinlits that go in a bundle with the beautiful Rose Wonder stamp set, and I used the large rose. Let me get it. I used this large rose to create a mask. What I did was I just took a scrap piece of paper and I cut out the edge of this large rose. And you'll see how we're going to create a mask with that in just 1 second. Now what I first want to do is take my really large rose and my Calypso Coral, my Watermelon Wonder, and stamp my rose. Next, I want to go ahead and take the mask that I cut out and I want to cover up my rose, and I'm going to stamp with So Saffron on the background piece of paper. Beautiful. Notice that I stamped off first with my So Saffron and then I stamped on just to get a lighter image. Next I'm going to take my Pool Party Stampin' Write marker and I'm going to color in the leaves. I noticed the darker that you keep coloring, the prettier and the deeper color you're going to get on the leaves. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take my two-way glue pen and I'm going to color in my rose. And once I color in my rose, I'm going to take my dazzling diamonds and I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle that on my rose. Now don't worry about it if you see part of the two-way glue pen in blue once I spread the dazzling diamonds, because it'll all dry, excuse me, and then you'll still see your beautiful rose in the clear dazzling diamond. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. Kind of hard to see on the camera. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take my Watermelon Wonder ribbon and adhere that using some fast paste. Oops, I did the wrong side. Have to get that straight. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take a scrap piece of Pool Party and stamp my frame and my happy birthday, and then I'm going to take my Thinlit from the beautiful Rose Garden Thinlit set, and I'm going to cut that out using my Big Shot. Now I have that all cut out, ready to go. But first I'm going to adhere this to the Pool Party, and then I'm going to adhere this to my card base. I'm going to do it a little backwards so that way I don't have to touch too much of that rose that's still drying. Okay, once you adhere this Very Vanilla piece with the rose on it to the Pool Party, we're going to adhere this to the Watermelon Wonder card base. Next, I'm going to add my happy birthday that I cut out and stamped with my framelit with some Stampin' Dimensionals. I put 3 on here so it adheres really well to the Watermelon Wonder ribbon. And last, I'm just going to add just a couple rhinestones to just add just a touch of bling in the corners. And there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to stop by my blog at www.checkthisout.stampinup.net for some more great ideas, and be sure to check out my specials tab at my website for some other great specials I've got going on. Happy stamping!